Spoiler alert, I pretty much failed. Oops. But back at the beginning of the year / the end of last year, I made a couple of videos with books that I really wanted to get to and just general goals that I had for 2019. I believe I had 10 specific books that I wanted to read in 2019. I got to 2 of them. I continued reading the Outlander series and finished series, which is just a general goal, and I got to The Three Musketeers, which I believe I read in September. That sounds right, fallish. But otherwise, I did not read the other 8 books, one of which was to continue the Game of Thrones series. And a lot of my goals were quasi-met, but definitely not fully met. One of the goals that I think I'm most disappointed in myself for not completing is not having read a book about Elizabeth or Elizabethan times every month. For the first 3 or 4 months I did pretty well. I think I got 3 out of 4 months done. And then I sort of fell off the bandwagon because if you've been following me for even 2 or 3 months, you are very aware that TBRs and I have not been good friends this year. November's is the closest I came to completing one, and December's, just let me tell you, there's no way I'm finishing that. Anyway, I didn't do as badly as I guess I expected I might, but I also didn't do as well as I wanted to. Like I said, I didn't get to read, or I didn't force myself, or whatever you want to say. I didn't read a book about Elizabeth or her times every month. Although I did ultimately, I think, read 5 books about Elizabethan times, so that's a plus. I did read a lot more nonfiction. I would have to check my stats, which will come out at the beginning of January, but I believe I read more diversely, or at least kept my diversity up from last year. I did finish a couple of series, which is exciting, and I'm in the process of finishing one other. December was kind of my let's try and catch up month. So that's what I'm currently trying to do. I finished the Second Born series by Amy Bartol. A whole other thing. You'll see that in my wrap-up. I am about to read Warstorm by Victoria Aveyard. Let's see, there was another series that I finished that I can't remember. Oh yeah, there were a couple series that I finished that came out, so I'm up to date, such as Theodore Goss's The Adventures of the Athena Club, the last of which came out in October. I am up to date on Pierce Brown's Red Rising saga. Let's see, I read more of the Outlander series, which is always nice. I am missing a book, and I can't remember which one it is, but at any rate, I did finish a couple series, which is a good feeling. There are definitely books I did not get to that I would have liked to have gotten to, and I think that might be a goal for 2020, is try and read at least one new release a month, whether it be from that exact month or the month prior, just to see if I can't keep up more. I also wanted to do a review every month, and that didn't work either. The first 6 or 7 months I actually did pretty well, and then in July I had a bit of a, I don't know what it was, but I didn't post for a couple of weeks, and after that my reviews just sort of fell off the bandwagon, which is fine. I went the first half of the year, so I'm not mad at that. I would like to get back on that though. The thing is, I'm gonna have to find some way to tweak my mental space for that, so that I don't think that I absolutely have to post every month, or that I can only post 1 a month. Even if it means I film 3 in a month, I can spread them out if I want to. So I'm still working on that, but I did actually manage to do that for about half the year. Not mad, like I said. I also have plans for doing a review of one of the books on my December TBR, so that'll be coming out in the beginning of January, because it's already December 20th, 21st. It's definitely the 21st when I'm filming this. And it is so weird that it is the 21st. I know everybody says this, and I know that the older you get, the faster time goes, and therefore the shorter the years seem, but it is still disorienting every single year, because I swear it was 2018 last week, and now it's almost 2020, and I can't deal. Breakdown aside, which is not a breakdown, it's just me freaking out, I think those were the big goals that I had for myself for 2019. And like I said, the general goals I sort of quasi-met, so I'm not mad about those. I would have liked to have read more of the specific books that I had on my TBR. To be fair, I think doing one TBR for the entire year is maybe not for me because I forget the books that I have on it. I have so many books that I want to read and things get subsumed into others, and then there's library books, and it's a big mess. But that just means that I learned something and I will change it up in 2020. Again, 2020! Anyway, that's my somewhat tangential check-in for my 2019 goals. I hope you enjoyed. If you set goals for yourself, let me know how those went down in the comments below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.